Hello everybody, this is Dumpster Cat. Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be putting the X in BGX Midrange to the test with this Sultai Ultimatum deck. This deck has always been on my radar in the past, being a midrange / ramp / even combo deck, you could say. I've always been a bit biased against it just because it doesn't really play into the typical midrange patterns that I prefer, and being a ramp deck, it is kind of obviously, big mana, and being a midrange player, just biased against those types of decks. However, I wanted to branch out a little bit, try new things, really try to open my mind up to different ways we could orient the BGX archetype in this format. And so I thought this would be a pretty good start at that exploration. And so if you are unaware, this is basically just mid-range ramp deck. We have lots and lots of ramp elements with Cultivate, this new card, Joint Exploration, Growth Spiral, of course, even Binding the Old Gods is ramp. And then we just want to ramp into Emergent Ultimatum, being a very, very powerful finisher in the late game, where if we're able to resolve the spell, we are most likely going to be winning the game thereafter. We have a plethora of cards that we could pick from, including obviously the lower costed cards in the deck, but quite often it's just going to be going for our Worst Fears, a Kiora Best the Sea God, and an Alrund's Epiphany. So with the Worst Fears and Alrund's Epiphany, we're going to be getting a guaranteed at least one extra turn. With the Worst Fears, you almost get 2 extra turns because you control your player's next turn, and then you get a turn after that. It's not like Emrakul the Promised End, where you control your player's next turn, your opponent's next turn, and then they get a turn after that. It's just the normal sequencing of turns, and so you do kind of get an extra turn in that sense. And so you can do some very powerful stuff and very interesting and fun stuff with this card. So I've been really liking that so far. And of course, Alrund's Epiphany and Kiora Best the Sea God are just very, very powerful cards in and of themselves. Other than that, I have some pretty spicy one-ofs. Vorinclex, Liliana, and then Valky, or Tybalt, are going to be a really interesting combination. Obviously, Vorinclex plus any Planeswalker is going to be very, very powerful, being able to get most Planeswalkers up to ultimate range in terms of their loyalty, if you're able to get a Vorinclex, resolve the Vorinclex first, right? So put it on the stack second, and then drop a Planeswalker after that, and then it'll have a lot of loyalty. So that's happened quite a bit, actually, and so I like that combination. Other than that, we have things like Elder Gargaroth, just very powerful cards in the format right now. Extinction Event and Shadow's Verdict are kind of our special sauce in terms of trying to get around the aggro matchups, or if we're in a situation where we're casting an Ultimatum, but we just need to clear the board, we could get an Event and a Shadow's Verdict to guarantee at least one Wrath effect, right? Other kind of spicy one-ofs, we have the Cruelty of Gix, which in my testing hasn't been so good, but I think if it has a home in Pioneer, it will be in this deck, just because it has lots of utility in terms of being a Grim Tutor for your Ultimatum or any other card, being, I think, a Despise it is on the first chapter, and then just a reanimation spell, which is not too relevant in this archetype because we're only playing 4 creatures, right? However, if your opponent is playing big creatures, it could be pretty relevant. I have made some, so this list is most entirely stock with a few of my personal changes. I have added some more early interaction, like a Fatal Push and a Heartless Act, and then more kind of mid-range elements with this Nissa as well, just because this deck's weakest matchup is going to be the aggressive decks, and so I kind of wanted some more utility against those. Also, at least in the mana base, the stock decks play Clearwater Pathway, which is the Dimir flip land. However, I just don't think you could play flip lands in a 3-color mana base, and so I've added a Temple of Deceit, which I think has been very relevant so far, a Woodland Cemetery, and then 2 Fabled Passages to accommodate these dig through times, which I've found quite powerful. Playing this over Memory Deluge, I think, is a correct choice. Maybe not too efficient in terms of mana, but I like it so far. However, the sideboard is entirely stock from what I've seen off the internet. Just first impressions, I obviously like the Fatal Pushes. I think the Strokes, the Disputes, and the Narsets, and the Duresses are very nice. I'm a bit skeptical about this Cling to Dust. As you could see, there's no main deck graveyard hate, so I would really want to see kind of more of that in the sideboard, and I think Cling to Dust is graveyard hate, but it's not very impactful graveyard hate. I would love to see like a Soul Guide Lantern, or even like a Graveyard Trespass or a Scavenging Ooze in this spot. However, I'm just gonna put the winning deck list to the test and see how this card plays out. I think we could even play more in our set. This card has a lot of utility against obviously other like mid-range decks that want to draw cards, like Rakdos mid-range with Fable of the Mirror Breaker, control decks obviously, and then most importantly combo decks such as Lotus Field. This Narset is just very, very powerful against those types of decks, so I really like the Narset. Could even see cutting like a Duress for 1 extra copy of her. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the deck tech, and I'll see you in the matches. Okay, here for match number 1. Gonna be revealing Yorion as my companion, although it feels very, not the best, but you know, trying new things, trying to try new things. This is a keepable hand, I'd say. Yeah, but yeah, I'm pretty excited to try out this new deck. I used to play Sultai mid-range and Historic when it was popular, when like Uro was legal, and you would play like Uro, Nissa Who Shakes the World, Hydrate Crisis. I used to play that deck a lot, probably like a couple of years ago. So I do have some level of expertise in like the ramp control element, but we'll see how this goes. And you know, I think this is just like a generally quite fun deck to play with, and once you get to the late game, it is pretty cool. Getting to resolve those emergent ultimatums is very fun and pretty complex. It definitely takes some complex thought. So it looks like we may be up against Lotus Field. They scratch the bottom. I think we could probably pretty safely just play this tapped Triome and pass. I don't think we'll be needing to hold up Decay against them. Yep, so Lotus Field. Not sure how many options we have against this deck. I guess we could bring in Narset, Dispute, Duress, maybe even Disdainful Stroke, I'm not quite sure. Didn't really have much to do here. I guess just play a tapped Watery Grave and then hold up Decay for probably just nothing. Impulse, okay. Just hoping they don't have Lotus Field right away. They already have the stage out though. Okay, stage number 2. And just pass, looks like. It's fine by me. And I'll just hold the Decay, no need to decay the Grazer here. Although I guess now we'll just run out a binding on the Grazer, although it doesn't do much. Mainly just to get the ramp on the second chapter. And so usually when I'm fetching with Fabled Passage, I usually like to go for a forest just because Ultimatum requires triple green. Another Impulse, okay. Yeah, so not the best matchup, I think, game 1. Perhaps if we had main deck Thought Seizes, then this would be a bit better of a matchup, but you know, I guess that is a pretty interesting discussion of whether or not to play Thoughtseize in this type of deck. I've never seen Thoughtseize in these style of ramp decks. I guess like ramp kind of control decks. But you know, perhaps it is a consideration to take into account. Especially if combo decks like this are going to be more prevalent in the future. But I haven't seen Lotus field in a really, really long time, so probably not too relevant. And you know, we always have the duresses in the sideboard. I really, really like the Narset in the sideboard. I think we could probably play more of these. As I said in the intro, I just want to keep it as stock as possible of what I've seen deck lists online. Oh, they have Lotus field, okay. But yeah, I think Narset is, you know, great against this type of Lotus field deck, great against Phoenix, even great against like other mid-range control matchups. Great 2-for-1 potential with that card. Okay, Vizier, so it looks like they're gonna start comboing off, or try to. So they get to untap the Lotus field, and then keep generating a lot of mana. Okay, they're gonna copy, then I assume pass, or I guess they could still have something. Yep, okay. If we do have a next turn, we do get to Cruelty of Gix them, which creature or planeswalker may not be too relevant, but we'll see. Another Impulse. I guess Impulse, or the printing of Impulse into Dominaria United was a pretty nice upgrade for this deck. Very combo-centric card. A little unfortunate that we don't get to do too much here, but hoping for another turn, and then hoping game 2 we get some more chance at interacting with them. But definitely game 1 we're quite disadvantaged. Perhaps if we do have like 2 main deck negates that are relevant. Trying to think of other things. I saw most decks play 1 main deck Dispute, mystical Dispute. I cut that though. I didn't really think that was too relevant. I thought that would be like too often just a 3-mana counterspell. And I didn't think that was too good. Okay, so they returned the Hidden Strings with Bollock at Recovery, and they're just going to pass now. Did not draw much. In situations like this, I like keeping the Triomes in the deck just for future cycling possibilities, so I think here I'll just get like a Breeding Pool. And so we didn't draw the 5th land, unfortunately. So we do just have to pass again, sadly enough. I guess we could have put Yorana into hand, but I feel like it's probably a bit more relevant just to keep up the decays here. Although I think we're dead either way. So they're gonna copy, yep. And then cast Hidden Strings, I assume. So they'll be able to have a lot of mana. And then I think usually, let's see, they're either like on the emergent ultimatum plan of their own, getting like some combination of like peer into the abyss, approach the second sun, omniscient, or I think most commonly they may be on the plan of like Fae of Wishes and then get like approach out of the sideboard. I think that's probably the most relevant version of this deck. Okay, so they discarded Lotus Field. Pour of the Pages being one of the really good engines of this deck. Very powerful engine. I used to play, back when Lotus Field and like Jeskai Ascendancy were really popular decks in the format, I used to play a lot of Seasons Past, and I would main deck like 3 Necromentia, and I would be able to just like completely demolish Lotus Field and Ascendancy. Just being able to go like on the play, turn 3 Necromentia, naming Lotus Field is pretty insane, as you can imagine. So yeah, unfortunately we don't have access to that in this deck, but still a pretty interesting thing to think about. If, like I said, if this type of deck gets popular in the future, then got some other considerations to keep in mind, possibly. Okay, so they're just drawing cards, making mana. Okay, there's the acquisition. Looking at their sideboard. Really unfortunate we couldn't go Cruelty of Gix. Only gets creatures or planeswalkers, which is a little disappointing, but yeah. Could have even like gone read ahead to chapter 2, put like a negate into our hand, but that would have been too late anyways. Oh, they just pass. So they put something in their hand then. Interesting, okay. Oh man, I wish... Yeah, here I'm just like really wishing we had main deck Thoughtseize. Just at least one to search out with and then take out whatever they got from their sideboard. I guess it's probably still correct to search for something, just because that's probably like the only thing we could do here. I don't think giving them the information that we're on this is that important. Like I'm fine doing that. And then read ahead to chapter 2. And I don't think going for the creature or planeswalker thing is too relevant here, because I bet they got like a Approach the Second Sun or non-creature planeswalker spell. Okay, gonna look at my deck, realize don't have any outs, so gonna take a negate and then pass the turn. But probably just dead here. You know, I guess the main deck Mystical Dispute could have been good here. Possibly if they want to be comboing off with a blue spell. I think Cruelty of Gix is pretty cohesive in this deck, although a bit slow. But I mean, we'll see how this goes. Perhaps they want to play differently, knowing that we, got some form of interaction. But it looks like they're just gonna go for an approach here. Also good just to get like information on what they're playing. Could also be like a Niv-Mizzet. Zakama, interesting. Just value untap all and oh well. Okay. That's a good one. So untap all lands. copy. So that must have been what they got from their sideboard. Yep, sure, that's fine. Wasn't gonna do anything with that anyways. And they just pass. Okay, so we may actually be still in this game. Yeah, so get a pretty easy binding on this card. And then hold up negate. They could destroy it if they want to, I suppose. Yeah. And then what, gain 3 life. Oh no, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. So, interesting. One, two, three, four, five, six. So we still have a lot of outs for what we could draw next turn. Obviously holding up negate is still really relevant here. Pour over the pages. So after this they're gonna have 8 mana open. Well, they have Zakama mana, so green, red, white, yeah. I think I'm supposed to let this resolve. I think I just want to be countering combo pieces. Or, that was very vague. I want to be countering like anything that's going to kill me. Like that. Let's see if they have any interaction. Nope. Cool. Another port. Wow. Okay. So, if we do have another turn, that Key Best the Sea God being in our hand is a little, makes things a little more complicated in terms of if we do draw our 7th land, what we want to be getting with this Ultimatum. Because as I said in the intro, the usual 3 are going to be Key Best the Sea God, Alrund's Epiphany, and like Valky or whatever the 8 mana control your players next turn, your opponent's next turn. Worst Fears, I guess? Yeah, Worst Fears. So yeah, it does make things a bit more complicated, but we'll see what they want to be doing here. They could easily just kill us. They get another Odawara. Yeah, so I guess the Odawara being in their hands, the first Odawara was pretty relevant, getting around our Kill spell for Zakama. Okay, so unfortunately did not try and get the untapped 7th land. Yeah, can't really do much here. I guess we just have to play this tapped and pass the turn. If these decays were like joint explorations, or even like growth sparrows, they would be a bit more relevant here, but I think it's okay. Also, if this Fatal Push was like another Heartless Act, then we would have been in a bit better shape. So this is what, 9 mana? So we can just Extinction Event right here. Alternatively, we can Ultimatum, going for Epiphany. See, Epiphany, Worst Fears, and I guess we can't do the Exchange event. Heartless Act, I suppose. Yeah, let's just go for that. Always mess up casting this card. Let's see if they have permission. Nope. Okay, so see if we want to do anything different. I mean, we could get like Liliana as well. So let's get the obvious ones being Epiphany, Worst Fears, and then I guess Valky. Probably better than Heartless Act. Yeah, let's go for Valky. So, if they do take, or let us resolve Worst Fears, then I have no experience playing Lotus Field, so we'll see if we could like mill them out, like try to combo off and then mill them out, but that would have to take some serious brain power on my part. So internally I'm like, don't take the Worst Fears, but that may just be the correct take for them, for us not to have. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so they did allow us the Valky, so Tybalt, and Alliance Epiphany. So I guess, yeah, I was right in assuming that they wouldn't allow us to have the Worst Fears. Okay. Yep. So I'm guessing they have like just nothing in their hands. Nothing relevant, at least. Let's just exile this and then get our next turn. Oh, well, yeah, so they could bounce this. That's right. Okay. So maybe actually not exiling was correct there. I don't know, I still want to get it out of their, just off the battlefield, get the Otawara out of their hand. And yeah, it's always plus now. Ooh, okay. Dark Petition is really, really spicy. Ooh, wow. What could we petition for? Fortunately, the Cruelty of Gix is in our graveyard, so we can't get the Sakama out of their hands. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I wish we had just one main deck Thoughtseize. I guess let's just go for the petition. I think that's the most relevant play we can make, besides the Key Orbis, the Sea God. So we'll have 5 mana after this. Could just get like a Dig Through Time, negate. Also, something like a Bolligid Recovery of our own could be relevant in this deck. Could also just get like a Terra Sunder as like a general removal spell, although we already have the extinction event. Yeah, this is really difficult. I kind of just want to take the Dig Through Time. Or like Gargaroth could like end the game. a bit quick. Liliana's interesting as well. Wish we hit our 8th land, but for Inclex, I don't know. I think let's just take the I'll take the Gargaroth, I think. No, because we're gonna Extinction Event on Odd. Jeez. Nissa could be interesting as well, actually. Yeah, you know what? I'll take a Nissa. Oh, what? Oh no, do we actually not? Okay, so we didn't even have... I totally just assumed we had Spell Mastery. Okay, well, whatever. I guess it didn't matter too much anyways. So let's just pass the turn. I guess then negate. Yeah, we just should have gotten negate. Yep. Sure. So they have Sakama in hand. Yeah, we just should have gotten negate there. Sorry about that. Another Sylvan Scrying. That's being staged, good. So exactly 9 mana. I bet those a comma here, untap all their lands. So comma's pretty interesting inclusion for this deck. Oh wow, and they just pass? Okay, well, very good for us. I think we're getting a little lucky here. I think we're pretty likely just to play the Extinction Event here, so I'll probably just plus Tybalt. Okay, just got some lands. Let's play that Forest, I guess. Well, let's just Extinction Event first, see what they want to do. Odd. Yeah, then let's Nissa. Yeah, one more force in the deck, and then play out their Sanctum. Flip Nissa, make a dude, a Shia, and then just pass. So, not holding up any permission, but I think we should be in pretty good shape. Oh no, what is this? Okay. Just pass the turn, okay. Let's go plus Nissa first. Cultivate. Then plus Tybalt. Triumph. So if they didn't have anything last turn, I think I just want to run out the Key-Orb as the Sea God. I was thinking about maybe cycling like the Triumph to hit something relevant here, like a Terra Sunder for this, but I think we just want to get a clock going on our opponent. And then, I suppose it doesn't hurt just holding up a Decay. Okay, sweet. So they may have like made a mistake or are new to the deck. It seemed like they may have made like a few perhaps suboptimal plays, but we still got there in the end. Have a lot of nice sideboard additions. Obviously, being a Yorion deck, we are disadvantaged in the sideboard just a little bit because we are 80 cards. But we do get some pretty good inclusions with these 8 cards. I think we could probably take out these Shadows Verdicts. Same thing with this Fatal Push and then the Abrupt Decays, I would imagine. Because these just rotted in our hands. And then perhaps we want to take out like one Binding the Old Gods. Yeah, I think so. Do it like that. Yeah, seems good enough. Just get a lot more interaction post sideboard. Interesting hand. So no permission, but we do get a lot of card draw. On the draw, I think I'll keep this. It's definitely on the edge. I'm not sure, still not sure entirely how to sideboard this with this deck. Like, being 80 cards, does that mean we want to be mulliganing more aggressively against these types of combo decks to hit our sideboard cards? I'm not really sure. So double Thespian Stage, pretty interesting start. Odawara, really slow start from them. And then because we have 3 explorations, we could just start with 1 without the kicker. Okay, sure, that's fine. And then I guess we have to shock this in and pass. Yeah, I'm definitely fine with them disputing that exploration. Definitely want that to happen rather than them disputing like a counterspell of our own against like a Ultimatum or some big combo thing they have. Okay. Okay, so probably just gonna copy here, yep. So definitely need to draw into something good here. I'll keep one of those on top. And then, yeah, put the Triumph into play. Another Cultivate. I'm gonna try to do a main phase non-kicked exploration, trying to hit like a form of interaction. Nah, okay. Then yeah, I guess here it's just cultivate. But we're likely just dead now, if I had to imagine. Yep, it's definitely good. Temple of Mystery, okay. Scratch the bottom. Okay. Interesting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So no Worst Fears mana next turn, unfortunately. It's being just an insane 8 mana costed spell. I guess Dig Through Time. I mean, Dig Through Time costs 4 mana, but could be what we want to be doing here. Yeah, I think let's just play Catacomb and then pass. And then Dig Through Time in response to whatever they got from their sideboard. Again, still like trying to figure out how to most optimally play this deck, but I think we're getting there. Liar. Spells can't be countered. So I have no way of countering this, but I think let's still cast the Dig Through Time. I was worried about that. So yeah, we could pay, but dang, 2 Disputes is pretty brutal. Let's get Duress and Negate. Wow, really would have loved to have those cards with open mana, but fortunately no. I guess Negate's probably not really relevant with Liar. Oh, they just pass? Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I guess we just Worst Fears here? Or Duress? Oh man. Yeesh. I think the correct place to Worst Fears, but I'm really nervous as to what we want to be doing. I guess spells have flashback. So they don't have any hidden strings, which is pretty relevant. Yeah, let's just Duress them. I don't think, if they didn't do anything last turn, I think Worst Fears may be a bit, oh shoot. So I guess we have to take the Ultimatum. 1, 2, 3. So we have 9. Yeah, a bunch of mana. So let's just take the Ultimatum and then pass. Negate currently does nothing against. Oh man, I guess. Yeah, they could still do it with flashback. Was definitely not expecting them to have 2 really big bombs in their hands, but I guess, yeah, I think I should have definitely just Worst Fears there, because they were gonna get to cast their spells either way, you know, yeah. Even if we took them with Duress as they're doing right now. And so now we're probably dead. Okay, poor. Okay. Yeah, because if they Ultimatum for a petition, I don't imagine them having any other relevant spells in their hand. So let's just put the Portrait Pages back. But obviously them being able to cast Omniscience is pretty Terrible. I just have a... what is this? Have another ultimatum? Seriously? Okay, jeez. Yeah, I think I just want to not allow them to be able to cast cards from the graveyard. Man, I'm just really kind of lost right now because they can't omniscience cards from the graveyard right now. So I don't know. The thought process was that like disallowing them of having mana without letting them have power over the pages could be relevant in that case, but it looks like we're just pretty dead here. Okay, and then they get Stark Petition for approach back. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Dang. Well, I think definitely played that incorrectly somehow there. So a little disappointing, but I think that's okay. I think we could just run it back pretty easily. They just had a lot of interaction as well, which was pretty relevant. Definitely like them having that dispute for a dig through time was really really good. Another interesting hand. I think I want to mulligan this one. Just no like permission. We have to keep this one. I mean, they have 4 minutes on the clock, which should be enough time to win, but we'll see. Okay, no Grazer is really good for us. I think here I'll go for the Omen of the Sea instead of Growth Spiral, just because I want to draw into like a negate or a duress. Don't really care too much about ramping. Okay, whatever. Sure. Okay, now we could joint exploration. Ooh, yeah, gonna have to put both those on the bottom. And no land. Yikes. Yeah, I guess that's main phase Growth Spiral. Okay. Fave Wishes, okay. Oh, cast Fave? Really? Why would they do that? I think I'll just kill that then. Okay. Okay, let's just go Foretell Epiphany, hold up Terror Sunder. Okay, so that just does nothing, right? Other than just getting into the graveyard. really sure what the point of these are. Oh, got it. Okay, sure. Square to the top. Duress. Okay. That's definitely not a bad draw. Okay. So currently, like, no Lotus fields, so Dark Petition not too much, not too terrible right now. I guess same thing with Pour Over the Pages. Interesting. I guess we just take one pour. Probably correct. Yeah. And then I think we could just put Yorion into hand here. Don't think we need to hold up Terra Sunder. Discard a Temple. Ooh, Narset's a really good draw there. They could have Dispute. Okay, but yeah, that's really nice. And let's take an Omen. Man, that was a really, really good draw. Okay, so they drew the Lotus field. But hopefully with this Narset in play, we could mitigate whatever they can do. Yeah, let's keep a Duress on top, I think. Definitely just want to be hitting lands. Yeah, there we go. I think it can afford to minus here, right? Yeah, I don't think they have any direct damage. I guess we could take a Liliana. Let's just take a Heartless Act, I think. Okay. So now we're doing pretty good. I guess we could Yorion. Definitely want to like keep in mind the clock though. Let's put the Tear on the bottom and then the Seat on top. And should be pretty good now. Okay. That was a really good top deck. Wow. So they're gonna have 5 mana after this. Possibly 6 if they want to play the Odawara. Okay, not sure what they got, but Let's see. Okay, I think let's just put Ultimatum into hand. Temple of Deceit, Scry. Yeah, that's a good one. And then let's attack. I guess we could have actually Alrund's Epiphany there. Yeah, let's counter that. Or no. I guess yeah. Let's just counter it. Because then it doesn't get put back into their deck. I think I don't even need to play this Ultimatum. I think we just want to time them out here. I can't really imagine a world where they can win here. I think this turned out Ultimatum actually. Looks like they're gonna bounce this. I'll just go with the Yorion. Should be fine. Again, not really too worried. They have no cards in hand. Okay, yeah, let me even get that permission. Nice. Okay, yeah. They're still playing it out though. Yeah, we just got a lot of permission here. I mean, we could like Ultimatum for like Virinclex plus Tybalt plus whatever other card that's gonna win the game here, but I'm fine with just passing. Ultimatum off the top? No. Okay, so quite the long match there. Opponent with 1 second on the clock. We got 1:16. Yeah, really interesting match. I think definitely could have played that second game a bit better. But getting the Narset down as the lock piece was really nice. And I think you kind of cheated out the game one with their. I think they kind of made a few mistakes, and or just got unlucky. But yeah, see you guys for round 2. All right, here for match 2. Review our bird companion. I'm gonna have to look at this one. This is a bit better. Probably just put back a land, which would probably just be the castle. Lead with the Fable Passage so we could get green mana before anything else. Ooh, Den of the Bugbear. Okay. think I'll keep up the Terrace Under here, just in case. We could have gone tapped Watery Grave, but I think it's fine like this. Ooh, okay, we even get some really good value here, actually. Got lucky. Oh, nice. Urborg helps our mana out too. Nice, okay. So yeah, let's just play Harbor, Pass, Hold Up, Exploration. Against midrange, if they don't have like Thoughtseize, or if they're not able to run down us in the early game, then we're in pretty good shape. Crux is pretty interesting. I think I'll Exploration in response. Negate. I think I put both of these on top, and then discard the negate, and then cast Gargaroth next turn. Hopefully they don't have like a Dreadbore. They didn't make their third land. If they're gonna stay stuck on 2 lands, then Dreadbore could be a good way of getting out of that, obviously. Dang, okay. That's tough. But, if they don't have Thoughtseize, then I'm fine with this passing pattern, as long as we draw our 7th land next turn. Fable, that's okay. Okay, untap land, let's go. Take their time. That's also not bad. Definitely be casting that. Okay. I think I like getting Binding and Forest. Could also just get like Land, Ultimatum. Actually, that's probably a bit better, right? Land, Ultimatum, so they would have to have like 2 Thoughtseizes to really punish us. Yeah, I think that's better. So let's get Ultimatum and Zagoth Triumph. And so guaranteed next turn we have 7 mana and 2 ways of probably winning the game. Or getting very close to it. Okay, discard a Fable and another Dreadbore. Shieldred, okay. So that should be fine. What do we want to lead on? I think probably just the Ultimatum. Just overall the more impactful card. Blue, black, black. So let's get Epiphany. Let's get Epiphany. I really like getting Liliana here, I think. Epiphany, Liliana, and Valky, I suppose. Yeah, I think that's probably pretty good. I think it's pretty hard to mess this up at this point, but never know. Always want to play it safe. I'm thinking pretty hard about this. So, most powerful card there being probably just the Epiphany, so yeah, that's what I thought. Let's skip the Velki and the Liana. Just get rid of the creatures now, and then plus. And yeah, play a mountain. Frinklex, really good with these planeswalkers too. But yeah, we should I'm sure we're in really good shape right now. Unless they have double Dreadbore. They don't play 4 Dreadbores in their deck though. What? No way. I thought Rakdos only played like 2 or 3 Dreadbores. They have the full 4. Okay. Well, I think in that case I'll just run out this Kiora. Wow, that was insane. Seriously, wow. Just quad Dreadbore. Just really, really lucky there. But I mean, I shouldn't be complaining. We're like in really good shape still, I would imagine. Hexproof just being so relevant here, unless they do have Liliana. Perhaps I should have thought about that a bit more. Okay. Okay, let's cycle first. And then just play out the Frinklex. Hit him for 14. And then we're in pretty good shape. Okay, cool. So, Rakdos midrange. I think Narset's still going to be really nice. Probably want like some number of pushes. Maybe not the full 4 though. I think Cling to Dust could be quite relevant as well. Is it anything bad? I don't think so. I think everything's pretty decent, right? Maybe you could cut like a negate. Yeah. Maybe just kind of run it back. I think I think the clean stuff's probably a bit more relevant than the extra removal spell. And then cut like a cultivate. Should be fine. I think we're on average definitely in the advantage against them. Ooh, 2 no-landers though. And yeah, I can't keep that. Okay. I guess we have to just keep this 4. Oh, Thoughtseize would be so terrible. Of course, more than to 4 into getting Thoughtseized. I'm surprised they actually took the growth spiral. I feel like taking the binding is probably surely correct there, right? I think I'll just kill this. I just want to buy as much time as possible. Okay, maybe we could put Yorion into hand. Actually, maybe, because we can't play Catacomb untap next turn for binding, so maybe that was not correct. Okay, well, I ended up getting a little lucky there, so I think I'll just pass. They know we have the binding. Yeah, I don't really care about that Hearse, so just pass the turn. I love being just reactive in this position, with the opponent not really doing much. What is that? That's cool art. Okay. You know, perhaps I actually should have gone binding there, because I could have Yorion blinked it. Yeah, maybe. I think here though, I'll just go binding on the Fable. Yeah. Just trying to slow things down a lot. I mean, they could hit us for 6 here if they want, but I think that's fine. Shieldred, okay. Oh, they don't even hit us for that extra 6 damage. Then here I will go for the Triome. And then pretty easily just Yorion, blink, binding on the Shieldred. Okay, quick take of the Narset. I guess makes sense there. I mean, I definitely like keeping the Heartless Act for this Hearse, though. Ooh, Liliana is really good, okay. And, okay, so the Edict. So if we don't draw anything now, then I think they're advantaged. Yeah, hit us for 7. Yeah, so I think we're just supposed to pass the turn here. Not play out our land because, ooh. Yeah. I was thinking maybe we could play out the land, Heartless Act the Shaman, because it's their only creature. But I don't think that's right. And then just don't plus Liliana. Okay, interesting. But yeah, let's just still hold a land for this Liliana. Interesting that they didn't even just attack there. I think I probably have to take this. Okay, now we're probably just dead, if I had to imagine. These man lands doing a lot of work here too. Yeah, I think I'll just concede here. Okay. So obviously Mulligan to 4 did not result in the best outcome, but that's okay. I think I just want to run it back. Maybe like a duress would be interesting for this Cling to Dust. Also has some subtle strengths with Ultimatum. Okay, I mean, slow hand, but definitely keep it. Just not hoping for a slow start from the opponent as well. Hopefully no turn one Thoughtseize. Well, okay. I totally thought they had it there. It's gonna be like, well, that's not too good, but definitely drawing all of our top end here is not too ideal. Okay. Oh no. I accidentally passed through the turn there. Whoopsies. Okay. Dang. It's actually kind of unfortunate. Oof. Hopefully they don't have a Thoughtseize now. Trespasser. Okay, that's fine. Another Omen. Okay. So let's just pass. They get to hit us for 5. Or 6. Okay, yeah, I should have main faced one of the omens. That was a mistake. Dang, yeah. Really just trying to get to this Liliana as fast as possible. So Kenzin, okay. I'm gonna start by playing an Omen here, seeing if we draw like a Heartless Act or something. No. Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of still need the land though. So. Definitely good play by the opponent, just getting as aggressive as possible. A Wrath would be nice too. Okay, there's a Fatal Push. I guess we're supposed to keep that on top. And this is interesting too. Yep, that's I played Nissa just as a blocker pretty much. Get land, and then play tapped Overgrown Tomb. Pass. Ooh, okay. Guess that does allow us to get rid of this Graveyard Glutton. Worst fears. But we're still in not the best shape. Hopefully Liliana could stabilize us though. Yeah. Oh, they don't play Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. What can that mean? I have no clue. Yeah, well, I mean, we have 6 mana, so gotta go for this. So if we plus, then yeah, we have to plus because we're just dead on board any other way. Okay, yeah. GG's. Yeah, game 2, obviously, Mulligan to 4. Can't really do much about that. But this game, definitely making that misclick, not being able to cast the Omen, really, really hurt, I think. And then, just struggling to draw into relevant spells thereafter was a bit brutal, but, you know, that's okay. Definitely Rakdos midrange and other midrange decks definitely take advantage of those types of misplays and stumbles. So that's just Magic. I'll see you guys for match 3. Okay, here for match number 3. Currently 1-1 with this deck. Feeling pretty confident about it. Been really liking the feel of it. The ramp / control elements of it have been very nice, at least for my kind of preferred play pattern in Magic. There's another Rakdos deck, perhaps? cultivate. Yeah, I'll keep it on top. Yep, I guess so. Let's see if it's mid-range. Yeah, most likely mid-range. So I think I will leave up mana for negate in case they have a Liliana or a Fable that they want to get down. Otherwise, I'll just push the Harvester on end step, most likely. Okay. So I think I'll still hold up negate. There's really no rush here. Opponent may think we're just demure with this start, but okay, give it a second. Blood token. Yeah, so hold up negate, cycle Triumph on instant most likely. Trespasser, okay. So not too ideal, but shouldn't be too bad right now. Okay. I think I'll still hold up the negate, to be honest with you. I don't think going cultivate does much for us anyways, so I mean, I guess other than, oh shoot. Okay, we have to negate that. Other than not allowing the Trespasser to flip. Dang. Yeah, just the sequencing is not too ideal for us here. If we had that on turn 3, then we would have been in much better shape. Rather than the Trespasser. Yeah, not really drawing much either. Usually just get a forest and a swamp. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I suppose we could still hold the Triumph. Yeah. So next turn, without any Thoughtseize effects, we do have Ultimatum, which is nice. Discard 2 removal spells, okay. Probably just gonna get the stock. Keyword Best the Sea God, Epiphany, and because Worst Fears is in our hand, maybe we want just Valky instead. And hopefully that's enough. Or perhaps we want to get Liliana because they've been discarding their Dread Wars against us. Okay. Oh, well, there's Epiphany. Interesting. I wonder what they have in hand. Perhaps like a Kolaghan's Command. Maybe just a castle activation. I think we're still supposed to go for it. Gonna need to get a forest here. Okay, so Definitely, I think we want Valky, Liliana, and possibly just a Verinclex, or or a Shadow's Verdict. Yeah, I think I'll put in the Shadow's Verdict. I was thinking about Cure Best the Sea God, but I think if they have Liliana, then it's just too bad for us. So this way, we either get the Verdict or Liliana to get rid of their creatures, which I think should be our main priority right now. Which I'm assuming they'll probably just give us, I was thinking they would give us Verdict and Liliana, but I guess not. So you just cast these. Okay. Okay. I guess I could just start by plussing Tipple to see what we hit. Okay, and then just minus Liliana. So board's clear. It's past the turn. They get their Fable Flip plus, if they want to, double Bone Crusher Giant. So we're still under some good amount of pressure. We do get Alrund's Epiphany. Yeah, we have 7 mana, which could be good. This will be interesting how this plays out. But I guess we're just dead on board to this den, or the Hive, which I think they're just going to do right now. Yeah, okay. So, didn't see that line, but yeah, double stomp, I guess, got us beat there, which is okay. I think we played that as best we could. So let's bring in the Narset. I think the second extinction event is probably relevant enough. And anything else? We could probably just cut one negate, possibly. I think I like everything else though. Maybe the cut that goes cultivate. Just trim around the edges. It would feel pretty bad if we lost this matchup again, though. Okay, well, unfortunately gonna have to put this back with no blue mana. Okay, this is keepable. Let's put back a tomb. So Decay being very versatile here. Especially good against Trespasser, but also nice against Liliana, Fable, even possibly like a Blood Tithe Harvester. Thoughtseizes is pretty good here though. Taking probably just the Decay or Cultivate possibly. Oh, okay. And take Verdict, which is interesting. So perhaps they have like an aggressive hand. Dang, okay. Interesting. Possibly should have just put Yorion into hand there. But I think I like keeping up decay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just get rid of this. I'm sure they have like a Fable or something else in their hand, but this is fine. Especially with the draw of Binding, which is very nice. I just always love going Binding into Yorion. Very powerful start. Or sequencing, I guess. Liliana, okay. Probably just force into pitching a land. Would definitely like to see you untap land next turn, especially if they play something impactful here. Kroxa. Okay, well, I think go for the higher upside play of discarding the Growth Spiral. But Kroxa is definitely pretty intimidating. Okay, let's get untap land here. No. Yep, just gonna have to pass again. So it looks like a Kroxa Escape, which is gonna be pretty good. We'll decay it, and then you're gonna have to discard the Yorion, unfortunately. Yeah, just the sequencing of not being able to draw that 5th land on turn 5, or what was it, turn 6 or something? Turn 5 was just not ideal. Okay. Heartless Act, not a bad draw, but we're still really behind. I think I'll let this Harvester hit me once, but if they don't play another creature, then I'll just kill it on the end step. Just really afraid of like a Shield Druid or something else here. Okay, so killed that, although it doesn't feel the best. Okay. Pretty unfortunate turn of events. Kalidas, okay. Yeah. So I mean, Ultimatum next turn would most likely still keep us in the game, but not looking the best. Or they just have a stomp? No. Oh, okay, well, Trespasser kills this as well. Dang, well, lost 2 matches to Rakdos so far. I think the first game obviously was a lot closer than this one. We stumbled a little bit, not drawing our lands in time. And yeah, the midrange deck just got a hold of us. See you guys for match 4. Okay, here for match number 4. Gonna have to mulligan this hand, unfortunately. I mean, if we draw 1 land, then we're looking pretty good. We are on the draw. Huh, this is interesting. I think I'll play a little lucky. See where this takes us. I think if I didn't have the push, then I would make a different decision. Mono red. Ooh, okay. I think I'll kill this guy. The Denizen is quite annoying, but I think this is a bit more impactful. Okay, come on. Wow. Doesn't even do anything. Oh wow. Okay. Jeez. Yep, we're dead. Well, tried to get lucky and we didn't, so that's how that played out. Definitely just bring in removal, I think, and maybe cling to dust as well. Negates go out. Could cut the... I think that's just cut the cultivates. They're just super slow. Yeah, just go like that. Jeez, come on. What are with these hands? Oh my gosh, even this one. Yeah, I just can't keep this. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep the could put back a land. Yeah, I think let's just put back a land. Okay, push is great. Pile driver, okay. You know, I think I'll take the time to growth spiral here. Yeah, I did not get lucky, okay. Okay. Basic Force, not the best land we could have drawn, but it's a land. Okay. Definitely just gonna have to get this pile driver out of the way. Wow, yeah, not having the double black mana is really kind of killing us here. drawing triple basic land. I think I'll just go. I'll kill the denizen. Okay. Let's do that on the main phase with no kicker, I think. Yeah. These both aren't the best. Although, I think I just need to draw into like an extinction event or something like that. Okay. Yeah. These aggressive decks are definitely Yorion deck's downfall, that's for sure. Okay, well, man, I can't even cast both of these. Wow, this is really bad. Can't even cast Double Decay, so we are just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess with Cling to Dust we're not entirely dead, so have that option. Okay, so let's dig through time. I don't think there's anything we could find that will get us out of this, though. Yeah, we're dead. Dang, another unfortunate loss for us. Yeah, red deck is just too fast. Okay, here for match number 5. Unfortunately playing for the 2-3. We're 1-3 right now. Just keep on having terrible luck. I think this league, like, what are these hands, you know? Can't do anything with them. Gonna keep this, probably just keep double Heartless Act. But like, gosh. Mulligan a lot this league. Had unluckiness with like drawing too few or too many lands. Really just kind of unfortunate. I feel like I've had a lot of unluckiness as of late in Magic, unfortunately. Okay, so let's just kill this. Looks like we may be against Phoenix. Or like a Izzet tempo deck. Okay, so we got Phoenix. I think I'll just put Yorion into hand here. Dang, okay, so they get back 2 Phoenixes here. Scratch the top. Okay, Chart Course and Trespass in their hand. Let's kill one of these. And just go with a Yorion. Four or 5 fire. See how good this is against these Phoenixies. Yeah, okay. So pretty much dead unless we draw Extinction Event next turn. Okay. Dang. Okay, I mean, only graveyard hate is the Cling to Dusts, unfortunately. But we can bring in the Extinction Event, the Disputes, and the Narset. Could also bring in Duresses. And yeah, actually let's bring in the Pushes as well. And I think that Cultivate's probably too slow. Don't like Cruel Leaf Gix. Dig Through Time is probably a bit too slow as well. Same thing with Kiora as the Sea God. Actually, I'll keep Kiora in. I think Chapter 2 is pretty relevant. And then get like a Negate and a Terra Sunder. Okay, yeah, decent hand. I think I'll just Omen of the Sea right now. No need to push right away. I think I like both of those. Yeah, let's just do this now. And then play Triumph. Scratch the bottom, okay. Could get out our Nissa here, which is pretty nice. Probably will just die to a removal spell, but that's okay. let's just snag Yori onto hand right now. Okay, I think we could just go for a Yori on here. Get a little bit of value off the Omen. Ooh, yeah, Lightning Axe. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't think we need the breeding pool or the joint exploration. Hopefully we could just resolve an emergent ultimatum next turn. It's kind of annoying. One on top. Okay, well, let's just go for the ultimatum, I guess. See what happens. Okay. So let's go for Epiphany, Liliana, Liliana? Yeah, I think that's fine. And Foreign Clicks, I think. Yeah, I think any amount of, or any variation of these cards I'm going to be okay with. Okay. Let us just plus here and then get our extra turn. Okay. Draw a card. Yeah, I think I'll just start with Growth Spiral, but gonna be probably just Shadow's Verdict. We could Worst Fears, but I think just yeah, getting the Shadow's Verdict here is pretty nice. Holding up Dispute is really nice as well. And then, so holding up the Extinction Event for any possible Phoenixes that they have. And nope. That definitely feels good. No way. Always punished. I'll just say that. Okay, well, they still concede. Really? Come on. Okay, whatever. I think we just run it back. Yeah. Probably like Terror Sunder's the worst card we have. But maybe Duress is better. Yeah, I'll snag in a Duress there. I do like the main deck Terror Sunders though, really cool. So let's hope for early interaction on our part. Just extend the game, right? And then try to land some Wrath effects like we did that last game, and yeah, try to win from there. And this hand does most of that. Scratch the top. Okay, field push is nice. Scratch the bottom pretty quickly, so perhaps choked on mana or just red mana. And they kept the Consider on top, so probably just found the Steam Vents. See if this gets spell pierced. I think it would be okay if they spell pierce this. Yeah. If that's how they want to use their mana now, then I think that's okay. Rather than do that, then get like a threat on the board or get like a Phoenix in the graveyard. But they considered another card to the top, which probably was the Ghost if I had to imagine. Hardcast Phoenix. Okay, you got it. I don't think I need the push, but I do like the binding. Exploration, okay. You know, I think I like main phasing this joint exploration. Try to hit another land, and then most likely just push this Phoenix. Yeah, just get this harbor. Yeah, it's pass. So, not playing around spell pierce here, trying to save the push to be cast on their turn. Okay. Let's get a swamp. I suppose this isn't like too necessary, but I think I still like going for it. Just slow them down a bunch. Here we can main phase Omen, try to just hit our lands. Yeah. Put Spiral on the bottom, but keep that Watery Grave. And then put Yorion into hand. Still trying to draw to like an Ultimatum. Even like an Extinction event wouldn't be too bad. Perhaps setting out the Shadow's Verdicts would have been good. Maybe for a Duress or something. Maybe keep it like one Cultivate in, possibly. Okay, that's the other pieces of the puzzle. Trespass and Lightning Axe. Okay. Yeah, just guess I go for the Yorion here. I mean, it dies to their Lightning Axe they have in hand, but I think it's the best play we have. Third Phoenix is pretty good. It's a little scary. Hopefully we could try to scry into an extinction event then. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. I guess that's good enough. Yeah, I guess so. So they're gonna iteration trespass, I'm assuming. Or pieces of the puzzle. Probably just trespass, yeah. Yikes, this is not good. And they have the third incident or sorcery. That would be pretty insane. Yep. Oh, they had to exile one Phoenix though. Interesting. I wonder if that was worth it. But we're just dead, right? Yeah, we're just dead. Well, dang. I always feel like get so close, but like if we had drawn like a clean to dust, maybe that's what I should have been going for. Yeah, because I should have seen that they just had the game in wraps. Should have gone for a cling to dust or try to draw into one. Dang. Alright, so thoughts about the deck. Obviously we went 1-4, so pretty terrible results. I feel like the deck is quite slow. I think it has some really nice utility in being able to like cast a wide variety of different spells off the Ultimatum or just by drawing them. And so, you know, the cards that come into mind from that are like Terror Sunder, Negate, the Fatal Push that I added in, and then obviously like the big beaters up here. You know, I think the deck is pretty promising. But yeah, I think it's too slow. I think perhaps we want to be playing like 1 or 2 extra extinction events in the main board, and perhaps some like more. Perhaps we just want to be playing like 4 Thoughtseize, right? 4 Thoughtseize, some number of pushes. Maybe like cut the Heartless Axe in that case. Joint Exploration was okay, I think. I really don't like the Cultivates. Probably just don't want 4 of them. Maybe just like 2 or 3. Binding's really good though. I like the Verdicts as well. And the Cruelty Gix was kind of cute, but it was relevant like once, right? And didn't really draw it otherwise. But yeah, I think late game this deck is really nice, but getting there is going to be the tough part. And when you have very aggressive decks in this format, and decks that are able to disrupt you and tempo you out, like Midrange, like Spirits, other decks like that. It's pretty challenging to get good results with this type of ramp, kind of late game deck. However, I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless, despite us not having such good results. I still like testing out decks like this, and posting my thoughts for you guys to enjoy, and for you to kind of experiment with things yourself if you want to. With that being said, hope you have a very nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.